Good morning, market snappers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot as usual. Silver hits $100 for the first time in history. Triple digits, $100 for the first time ever. And gold is closing in on $5,000 for the first time in history. So, how high could it go? Is it overextended? Is it overbought? Could there be a larger correction? Yes. When? We don't know. We don't know. But we're going to cover it all. We'll cover it all on the charts. We'll cover Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the altcoins, stocks, and anything else that jumps out at us on the watch list on the first half of the live stream. On the second half of the live stream, we will cover your chart requests. So make sure to put in your ticker symbol, the asset name, the asset class. Is it crypto? Is it stock? All the details, and we'll chart it for you on this TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And let's get rocking and rolling. If you're new to the live stream, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning to the live stream, even better. Good to see you back on here. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. I'd appreciate it. Hit the like button, repost the stream, share with your friends and family, all that good stuff. And let's jump right in. Silver, $100. But let's take a look at where we were talking about silver back in early 2024. We were talking about gold back in 2023, 2024, breaking out of a cup and handle pattern. So if you can always go back and see my posts that I repost and repost and repost on X, showing that to show that I actually did. The timestamp does say back in 2024 before this massive move happened. And this was the big cup and handle, right? So if you put it on to log, since it's a higher time frame, this was the big cup. So it's a continuation. So price is running up, and I put the fractal on from here. So like we're in this kind of move here. It could consolidate, let the trending dots kind of catch up, and then make that next explosive move. So, but this is the big cup and handle. And then we were talking about the breakout of it over here in 2024. So let's put on the chart drawings, and then you can kind of see what I'm talking about. This is the 3-month chart, by the way. So it takes forever to play out. This massive move, especially the last 160% move, still took 138 days, right? Took a while. This massive move so far from this 3-month breakout or this buy signal way back here in 2022, price is up 320%, but it's taken a long time, right? It's taken almost 3 years for that to happen. If you've been trading Bitcoin or tech stocks or altcoins or whatever, you see those moves within months, not years. So it's not as exciting for a lot of the, especially the degeners out there, but it's still the boomers, the gold bugs, the silver bugs going all the way back to the 70s are finally having their day. Let them have their day. We talked about it way back here, and now we're at $100. And you can see that all the hopeful Bitcoiners, all the perma bulls, have been calling for a reversal on silver and gold for a couple of months now. They're hoping for a reversal, hoping that Bitcoin captures some of that liquidity, but money is flowing into silver and gold right now. It's still highly leveraged, right? Silver and gold does have, futures and ETFs and all that stuff. So where could this end? We don't know. But if you look at this fractal over here, As eventually you're going to see price come up, and then eventually you're going to see this is the trending dots, right? Let's say, let's make it green. So if you kind of zoom in here, eventually price is going to retest the 200-week moving average. Eventually price is going to retest the green trending dots, but that might not be for a while, right? So if it continues to pump up, this is a 3-month chart. It may take years for price to retest the 200-week moving average and trending dots. Maybe it takes, a half a decade or 3 years or 4 years, however long it takes, and it wicks down to here, right? So wherever it stops, it could come back down, retest, and then go for that bigger explosive move. And it's not a pipe dream. That would be the same fractal as over here, right? Similar idea, same idea, similar idea, right? Big spike up. Price consolidates for a couple of years. The trending dots and the 200-week moving average on this 3-month chart, you can see on this candle here, we're way down here at $1.90, and price is up at $6.78. So it took time and never actually retested the trending dots on this chart, on the 3-month chart, but it did retest the 200-week moving average and battled it for a year, and then took off to the upside and finished out a massive move before going into this huge bear market, right? So a massive bull run followed by a 93% bear market. And you could argue that it lasted 93 3-month candles, 8,491 days, right? So while silver was in a bear market, many of you weren't even born yet. I was barely born. I was barely born in the bull run of 79, but my whole lifetime up until, the 2000s, it was silver was pretty much in a bear market, right? So I wasn't even alive during this last bull run. So here we are, cup and handle. We're talking about the cup and handle breakout way back in here, right? 2023, 2024. This is the first initial move, similar to the 70s. Then we'll see if it consolidates to retest the 200-week moving average and then has another massive move to the upside. So we didn't just draw the cup and handle pattern. We drew it back out in here when gold was playing out similarly. And that's what we were watching on silver was, will it play out similar to gold? So we had a cup and handle pattern, right? We were talking about it back in 2023, breaking out of there, and it smashed that cup and handle target. That was at 3,604. I had other targets going all the way up to 3,900, almost $4,000, and now it's at almost 5,000. So it's well beyond even my crazy targets that were below $2,000. Price was below $2,000 when I had this crazy gold target. And now it's blown through that, right? So I could put on other targets, but I didn't have them originally. And so it is possible that silver hits the similar cup and handle pattern. I think it would go through a consolidation similar to the 70s first, but it is possible to hit it like gold already has on the first move. It's possible. It's possible, but I mean, that's crazy. That's still another from here, that's still another 450%. So is it probable? No. Is it possible? Yes, because gold has already done it. So gold before consolidating has already hit the cup and handle pattern. What if silver hits the cup and handle pattern, right? Crazy. Also have some crazy opportunities for platinum, palladium, uranium, probably some other precious metals. I'd have to look at copper and other things too. That may not be pumping as hard yet on the 3-month chart. So we're going to take a look at those. But before we do, hello, welcome, Emma Lemma 63. That's cool. I like that. London, UK Not So Sexy News, aka Lawrence. Welcome back. Thank you for always reposting and commenting, Lawrence. I appreciate it. Hello, Market Snipers. Hello. Yeah. So, Market Snipers, we've never taken $1 of affiliate money. So we do promote Market Snipers, our own products, our own sniper tools that we're continuing to build out every single day. And we've got some exciting things happening. I'm pretty excited about it. And it's all for still only $49. So if you want to learn more, it includes everything for $49. Nobody, I don't want to say nobody, hardly anyone was signing up for the $99 or the $29. So we just chose to scrap them and go with, or people are upgrading after like 3 weeks anyways to the $49 because there's just so much value in my personal opinion. So we just decided to go with the $49. So cancel anytime you want, but it comes with the bot suite strategies, setups, the coaching videos, screener. You can learn more over here, the dashboard, liquidity, news, all that for $49. It's pretty crazy, in my opinion. There's no way it can stay there. I listed out all this on multiple AI platforms, and it said I should be charging $199 a month, and that would still be really good value. I fight off Alex every day that he thinks it should be at $99 a month. It's $49 a month still, but not forever. If you sign up, you'll be grandfathered in at the $49. If you do the annual subscription, it's like $40 a month, right? So, and it renews every year. But, special announcements. Let's go see home. So this is the portal once you sign in. It includes the Discord as well, but you got the dashboard, you got the recorded coaching. You can go into the recorded coaching and see all the videos, 70 plus hours. I mean, we took a deep dive and it's still valid today. You go to the liquidity, you can look at the ETFs, right? The inflows, the outflows, 30-day outflow, 7-day net flow. You can do the indicators, right? So this isn't our biggest value add, in my opinion, but it's still cool to look at, and you don't have to go to multiple websites, right? So I like it. The dashboard, we're working on it continuously. The journal, strategies, portfolio, all that stuff, right? So it's all manual right now, but you can customize it. You can add your accounts manually, and eventually we'll probably have AI connections and all that stuff. It's just not on the highest priority list yet. News, headlines, I prefer to block out the news, the noise, but so we tied in charts into these, right? So the news alerts, will actually have the charts if you click on it, or you could read the full article if you're into that. But it'll have an alert, and then you click on, oh, okay, so what's this article talking about? Oh, here's the charts of it. Cool, right? Setups, screener, and intelligence coming soon. But the screener and the community that just was rolled out, right? So the screener's been out for a little bit now, and we have some big ideas that we're going to be rolling out the next level of screener. And the next level of the screener will have the artificial intelligence all baked into it, right? So it has it on the admin, but for example, I have the screener already kind of dialed into what I want, and it takes you to the charts. It takes you to the charts. It's already drawing. It's got the algorithms built in to the screener. It's got trend lines built in. It's showing bullish divergence on RSI, all that stuff. It's all built in, and you can push it to the trading view, right? So this is probably what we're doubling down on is past what I thought could be, and then so it sparks more interest on what to do. And I did a 12-minute video on it, so I'm not going to spend 12 minutes on it, but I've just shown it to you, going through the list that I came up with 3, right? So it looks like FWDI could have a bounce play, and so it came up with these 3, right? So then you can push it towards trading view. And then you go to the daily chart, right? So it had a huge bounce up. There's a gap here. And so you'd still chart it, but there's bullish divergence. Buy signal came back down. This could be a higher low buy signal. So it's helping you find breakouts before they happen, right? So if you want to learn more, go to the video on Market Sniper Pro over here. And you can see I pinned it, and I talk about it for 12 minutes over there. So, and then, of course, coming soon, Sniper Assist. It'll analyze, maybe take 10, 30, 60 seconds. But we trained the AI on 70 plus recorded coaching videos. We trained it on 7,500 Jesse Olson posts, right? All that stuff. So it's going to come up with the full analysis for you here, all built into the screener. So when we roll that out, there's no way we can keep it at $49 because it's going to be a cost to us as well. Cost to me, not us. It's going to be a cost to me. So it's costing me money right now to run it, and it'll cost me money for everyone to run it as well. So if you go back to, let's see, we're setting up the alerts as well. So you can have the screeners pre-built out, and we didn't have this on the video. It's a brand new tool that we're testing right now. It's also going to have alerts. So whatever you set this up at, it can alert you in real time. Pretty excited about it, right? So go back to the portal, and you can manage everything from the portal and stuff like that. So, whoo, big things coming. But for now, oh, silver just hit $101 as we were talking. $101. So, do I have to change the title? Silver hits 101. But silver's going absolutely parabolic. I wouldn't be shorting this right now, and I certainly wouldn't be chasing it right now. The last buy the dip, which we talked about in real time, it was breaking down over here in October, and many of the Bitcoin permabulls were hoping that silver crashed. Hopefully, they were hoping that gold was going to crash and the money was going to flow into Bitcoin. And I was saying it's still the buy the dip season. Why? Because the higher time frames are ultra bullish, right? So it's still buy the dip season because it's ultra bullish. But waiting for a pullback is the smarter play. So waiting for this pullback, 16% only because the higher time frames are bullish. And then the last buy signal over here, then price regained the trending dots, came back for a back test of the trending dots, and it's just been up only ever since. And it is ultra bullish on the daily chart. It's ultra bullish on all the higher time frames. Is it over? It's overbought, but sometimes when the magic happens, you can see we have a magic wand on the weekly chart. That was in September of 2025. 4 months later, it's still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. It's sometimes when the magic happens, also known as overbought, and it can stay overbought for much longer than what people think. So this was like the last pullback on the daily chart, and then it just soared. Similar thoughts to the gold. We were talking about buy the dip season back here in November, broke out, and here we are, right? As it was breaking down over here, people were talking about the top was in, and I said the higher time frames are still ultra bullish. So we'll probably at least see a higher high for bearish divergence at the very least. And we don't know from there. Um, and the daily chart is ultra bullish still. So this was the last buy the dip scenario on the daily chart. And it's been up only ever since. The weekly chart is ultra bullish. It seems like it wants to hit $5,000 today. It might. 2-week chart, ultra bullish, ultra bullish. The 2-week chart has been ultra bullish since January of 2025. That is 1 year of the 2-week chart being ultra bullish, right? So it's it's not a time to short it. 3-week chart has been pretty much ultra bullish since March 2024. The monthly chart has been ultra bullish, aka sometimes when the magic happens, since April of 2024. The 3-month chart has been ultra bullish on gold since April 2024, right? It's insane. The 6-month chart has been ultra bullish since July 2023. You're shorting this? Come on, bro. I wouldn't be shorting it. A 12-month chart has been ultra bullish since January 2020. And the last time it flipped ultra bullish was 2006. And the time before that on the yearly chart was 1971. Oh, hit the mic. 1971. And it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even though it came back to retest the 200-week moving average, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of being ultra bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of being ultra bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th year. 2026 is the 7th year of being ultra bullish for Bitcoin. For gold. Sorry. So for gold, this is the 7th year. So let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7. So maybe this is the last year of being ultra bullish. Maybe gold remains ultra bullish for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years of being ultra bullish on the yearly chart. It's possible. It's possible. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy time. The yearly chart for silver. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and was in the 8th year and then closed lower. So it was ultra bullish for probably 7+ years. not as much as gold over here. And now it's year 2 of silver. Year 2 of silver. So it was year 2 over here. A lot of similarities still. Kind of went sideways while it was ultra bullish on the yearly chart, retested the 200-week moving average. So consolidated for 2 years, like this fractal shows. And then it was another 3 years, three plus years higher, right? So I think that's all we got on silver and gold. Let's look at Bitcoin. Daily chart over here. Candle close below the upward trend line, is regaining the upward trend line, and we're looking at price retesting the trending dots, which have just flipped red. So it's a bearish downward trending dots, and you can see price got close here. The trending dots are red. Price even spiked above it, closed above it, and then reversed back down. You can see the red trending dots were all the way down, started to flip, flip, and now they're flipping back to red. So currently back above the upward trend line, but still currently below the trending dots as of right now. Weekly chart, still currently as a possible bearish engulfing candle, but we still have a lot of time left and could push higher, and we could still see a possible retest of the trending dots, even if they're down below here at like $97,000, right? So if the trajectory of the trending dots on Sunday are, let's do yellow. Can we make the brush bigger? No. It's at 4. Okay. So you can see it. Here we can zoom in on it. So if the trajectory of the red trending dots are there on the close on Sunday, right? And oops. Say like that, 96,000. So it's possible we still see those trending dots get hit before a bigger breakdown. Right? So let's leave those there, and then you'll see the trending dots, right? These are the daily trending dots, but it's possible comes up like this. The trending dots are lower, spikes up, and then comes back down, right? So let those trending dots catch up on the weekly chart. Daily chart is already flipping over. And it could just spike up with a wick and then come straight back down. So it could be faster, right? So could be one of those like boom spike and then come straight down. And that would line up with the weekly trending dots and the daily red trending dots. The trajectory would probably be more like, let me fix the trajectory there. Why not? Right? Spike back below, quick spike up, reverse back down, and the red trending dots stay there for the daily chart. We are obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, it's for educational purposes only. Hopefully, have a little bit of fun along the way. What an awesome time to live. Yeah, Thomas. Every day we wake up is an awesome time to live. Every day I get to see my family. Every day I get to see and make my baby, well, she's 19 months old now, but uh, make her giggle every single day. So much enjoyment. So love it, love it, love it, love it every day. Every day you wake up. As my buddy Kui always says, I woke up. Today's a good day. I woke up today. Yep, absolutely. He's a very positive guy. Good morning, Mighty Kirk. Welcome back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mighty Kirk, are you using the screener? Uh, I know you've been going through the recorded coaching videos, but are you using the screener? And did you see the announcement that the community is open on the portal? We still have the Discord community, but because the Discord can still do more things than what our portal can do, but we're actively building out the portal community, and and the main reason is to eliminate the scammers that somehow keep creeping into the Discord, um, and like copy my profile, similar to X, right? So if we can control the whole back end, and I'll be posting more charts on our own portal. So let me know if you're using the screener, if you found any awesome settings or anything like that. Ivan the Great, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. So that's kind of what we're seeing on Bitcoin right now. It's still below the trailing dots. Seems like a retest. Seems like you could still see a retest on the weekly trending dots. These are the weekly trending dots on Bitcoin. It would not surprise me. Uh, and that's what we're watching right now. Cool. Cool. Is that to watch the recorded coaching, or what do you, when every day when you open the portal, are you doing the recorded coaching or the screener, or what's the first thing that you do, or uh what's on it? What you got going? I'm just interested. I'm just interested. So for me, of course, it's the screener, but uh I don't I'm not doing the recorded coaching because I'm the one that did all the recorded coaching videos. But if I was brand new, I'd probably be doing the recorded coaching videos for at least 2 to 3 months. Uh, that's how long it took us to do a deep dive on all the recorded coaching videos, 70 plus hours. We did them Tuesdays and Thursdays for at least an hour each day. So, maybe you could knock it out faster, but uh, all that. So, no, we have not gone through MicroStrategy, but probably the relief rally is still possible, but we could if you want to. So that's Bitcoin. Uh, Bitcoin versus gold. HODL, XRP. It's possible this is going to be a higher low, but it still needs to flip the trending dots, like over here. You can see where it flips trending dots. So if it's a low and it's this far below the trending dots, still going to take some time to flip the trending dots usually, right? If it is a higher low. Ethereum, if this is a higher low, still needs to flip the trending dots if it were to be. Yeah, if this is a get rid of that. If this is a higher low, still needs to flip the trailing dots. Cardano, same thing. If it's a higher low for a bigger bounce, then still needs to flip. The cautions are that the weekly charts are bearish. So even if it bounces to like 52 cents, it's still bearish right now. Still bearish. No, I don't think so. Did I call you or did I mishear you saying my name? I don't think I said your name. I don't think so. No, maybe I said another word quickly and it sounded like your name, but I don't recall. Copper. Yeah, what's the yeah, I'll search for it on the second half of the live stream. Just put in yeah, yeah. So the daily on the 3-month daily and 3-month chart of copper. Sure. Oh yeah, that's we'll look at platinum too and palladium. They're all running as well alongside silver and gold. Um, so but this is the weekly chart of Cardano. It's still bearish as of right now. So it's got some work to do on these altcoins if they're going to bounce as well. Possible they put in higher lows. H bar, XLM, near, possible. MicroStrategy, right? Breaking out again. Uh, bullish divergence, higher low, higher low. Breaking out again. So breaking out the downward trend line. Broke out. We expect fake outs along the way. It was a fake out. Puts in another higher low. Unless you're on a lower time frame, then it wasn't a fake out. But puts in a higher low, is breaking out, and probably going to get a pending buy signal today or tomorrow, or today or Monday. But it's trending that way. Could probably have a pending buy signal by the end of the day, and then it would close with the buy signal. It's possible, maybe even on this live stream. So expecting a bigger bounce on MicroStrategy still. Nasdaq could be an Adam and Eve double top pattern. We'll see if it rolls over or not. SP 500. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got it. You got it. You got it. Gold, we covered it. Silver, dollar dropping. That was not a higher low. So currently dropping right now. See if it takes out this pivot point. What else? AGQ. There's a 2x leverage. Up 11%. Wow. Crazy. AGQ, I think I'll always have it on my chart. Because when was it? AGQ, when it first came on the scene, I think it was back here. Right? Way back. This move alone was a massive move, right? I played this to the upside, and it was, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was options, and it was I only held it for, I think it was a couple of days or something. So I didn't even need all of that, and it like tripled the position, and then I ended up buying silver, physical silver with it. So back in 2021, I played it, and I talk about it a lot on the recorded coaching, and Muddy Kirk probably has heard this already, but if you have an account, or if you have a position that's say $1,000 and you make $500 on it, that's, say 50%. Take 50% out of your account and put it into the physical world or into a different account. Take it out of the trading account. So if you make $1,000, take 500 out and put it somewhere else. And I tripled it in a few days. And I took out on that trade, I took out all of it and bought physical silver. So you know, it was pretty risky, but it was, you could say it's even like close to gambling. It's the closest thing to gambling probably for me that I've done in the past is a leverage ETF speculation with options, right? And I was in and out of it in a couple of days, tripled that position and bought physical silver. And they delivered it right to your door. So I don't know about now because I'm not buying silver at $100. I'm not buying physical silver at $100, but if you go to silver back then was, let's see, it was like 20, I don't know what it was. There it is. It's probably this spike here because it was just a couple of days. I bet it was. I bet it was back here. It was just a couple of days, and bought the physical silver. So physical silver is probably at like $30, and then with the broker fee, probably paid like $33. But that's that. So I took it out of the trading count and bought physical silver with it. Pet rock. Pet rock. Pet rock. And one of the reasons why I wanted to buy the pet rock is I don't know if it'll ever happen to I hope it never happens to the US. But when the Venezuelan Bolivar went silver and gold went parabolic because the Bolivar crashed, and silver and gold was like 2 to 4 million% gain against the Bolivar. So unless you sell it high, the plan for metals is you're not going to make money. It's just it's like a placeholder of your money against the depreciating asset like the Bolivar or the dollar, right? So it's like a placeholder. So but it's not really making you money unless you're buying low and selling high. So yeah, we'll take a look. We're gonna stay tuned. Take a look. We're gonna look at a couple other charts. Platinum is taking off. Palladium. We were talking about it's a buy the dip scenario. It did drop pretty far over here, right? Dropped 25% and still buy the dip scenario. So however, we posted this back over here. However it plays out, we're expecting higher. So it broke out and it's gone higher. So yeah. So let's look at Magnificent Seven real quick. Microsoft, we were talking about, was getting oversold, has hit 3 out of 4 targets to the downside so far. Bouncing now. Netflix, we were talking about, was getting oversold. Still has a lot of work to do if it's going to do like a bigger bounce. I did draw this out this morning that could bounce, put in a smaller right shoulder, and then come back and retest the 200-week moving average. So seems like it's a potential local bottom, could bounce and roll back over. PLTR, Amazon, Meta had a buy signal. It's bouncing. NVIDIA, TQQ, what else? Tesla, holding on. Google. That's about it there. Sniper setups. We got anything cooking over here? Found this one on the screener. It's well below the 200-week moving average. which is at $60. It's at $4. It's insane. If it ever retests the 200-week moving average, it's going to be insane. So the daily chart is bullish, but there are, it's kind of gappy over here. So doesn't mean it couldn't come back for a correction at some point, build up some more energy, put in a higher low, but it's something to keep an eye on. It's on the watch list, right? It's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. It hasn't been ultra bullish on the weekly chart in the history of it since December 2021. So is the bottom in at 61 cents? Maybe. It was from IPO, almost 100% drop, right? This is if anything's closer to gambling, this would be closer to gambling, right? Weekly chart is ultra bullish though. This 2-week chart is pending a buy signal. City of Space. I forget what this one's all about. Electronic technology, telecommunications equipment. Got some positive earnings since 2024. What's the market cap on it? 273 million. So it doesn't take a lot to move this thing. This would be like a low. This would be like a altcoin play, right? This is like an altcoin play. But even like a retracement from 3,000, I mean, like I said, it's over 1,000% bounce. That's a 10x to the 200-week moving average. I mean, is it worth putting some lunch money on it? I don't know. Probably, right? But high risk, super high risk. 3-week chart is currently, yeah, I mean, the 3-week chart doesn't look great. Monthly chart, there's not a ton of chart history on it. 3-day chart, ultra bullish. Yeah, caution. But daily chart. If there was a deeper pullback, it comes out like that, then maybe it makes sense for some lunch money and the bounces it doesn't look like much, but it's a 350% bounce so far from the buy signal. So, I don't give financial advice. I'm just saying that it's a wild play. You do have a gap down here. And there, right? So there's small gaps. Well, are they? It's hard to tell on this chart because it doesn't look like much, but then the percentage is so big. And it's a 10% gap, right? So it's hard to visualize because it just moves so fast percentage-wise, right? It's wild. So anyways, 12%. I mean, it's performing like an altcoin. Hive, buy signal, rejected the 200, came back to the trailing dots. Could be finding support. If you get that buy signal again, reclaims the 200, could see a bigger bounce in Hive. Target, put out this same fractal, just added it. This is another wild one. It's probably a very, very small market cap. Okay, 1 billion. It's a bigger market cap. Probably was a very small. So this one kind of looks similar to SIDU, CDU, uh, where it had a big move up. Found this on the screener, 45%, not 300%, but then found support at the train dots, similar to SIDU, and then came up and is getting closer to that 200 and then retested the 200. So very similar. And that entire move, 400%, 780% on that wick. So if you look at this from the buy signal, retest train dots, and then came up and then went sideways and even retraced 32%, right? And then you look at here where kind of like that buy signal came back, retest would be insane, right? From here to there, 5,000%. Anyways, it's on the watch list. DocuSign got crushed. In phase is ultra bullish on the daily chart. As of right now, weekly chart has a pending buy signal. And in phase energy is 220% away from the 200-week moving average. The higher time frames are still flipping around, so it could take some time. 2-week chart has flipped the trending dots, so that's why I kind of drew it out like this. You know, maybe it would take time with some spikes to retest the 200, but that's the main thesis over there. And path could possibly take this path. We don't know yet. Could be a higher low over here, but the train it's below the train dots right now. So just watching it patiently. Lemonade was crushing. Weekly chart is ultra bullish. It's at 3 out of 4 targets so far. Right? So that's where we're at. Let's look at copper. Pivot. Did you say which one you're looking at? Futures. Let's just do this one. That's the weekly chart. The last buy signal was in September. Daily chart. So daily chart's bullish. The last buy signal was November. That was a big drop over here. Well, it looked like it was big. 27%. That's a normal drop. It just happened all in one day. Crazy to happen in one day. Let's look at the weekly chart. So the daily chart's bullish. Weekly chart's bullish. Daily chart's regaining the trending dots. Weekly chart is in new all-time high territory. 2-week chart is bullish. Last buy signal was September. 3-week chart, bullish from August. Monthly chart, bullish from January 2025. Three-month chart, bullish since 2020. So there is some opportunity on copper. It's starting to feel like chasing now. It's not chasing as much as silver or gold or the ultra bullish ones. And copper did go ultra bullish back in 2004 on the 3-month chart. And that lasted about, all the way to the highest wick. you could say maybe 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, right? But, you know, uh, it's not ultra bullish yet. So it could become ultra bullish, and $6 might look cheap, uh, you know, 6 months from now. I don't know. So we'll see how it plays out. But uh, if silver, gold continue to stay high, and even if they're not pushing as hard as they are now, but still remains like bullish, these coppers and these metals like copper, palladium, all that stuff will run faster, right? Because it doesn't take as much to push them. Ooh-wee. Did I miss any of the requests? Let's see. Yeah. 3-month chart. That's palladium. So palladium is another one where it hasn't even gone ultra bullish yet on the 3-month chart. It had that buy signal October 2025. Hasn't even made a new all-time high yet. Hasn't even made a new all-time high yet. Platinum, is palladium similar to platinum? Is it lagging time-wise on the 3-month chart? Is it similar to April 2025, right? The second candle after the buy, and hadn't made a new all-time high yet. And then platinum went another 100%, right? So it's possible, right? So that's kind of what I always look at, is like, okay, if you miss platinum, do you chase it, or do you look for one that might be lagging time-wise? So over here, I was talking with one of the market snipers in the Discord private message, and I brought this up to him. I said, you know, people are talking about platinum now, like they've switched from gold to silver to platinum because it's ultra bullish. And I showed him this chart, and I said, palladium seems to be lagging. So palladium seems like it's a potentially better play than platinum, because platinum was already pumping. Platinum's already made a new all-time high. Palladium has not, and now we've broken out, right? It still hasn't made a new all-time high. WTI, I think I have it on here somewhere. I have US oil, WTI crude oil. Yeah, there was bullish divergence, breakout. The last buy signal was at $58. So we've been covering WTI. It's well below the 200-week moving average. If it were to retest the 200-week moving average, it's 25% gain, right? So bullish divergence, higher low, higher low. It's bullish on the daily chart. There's a pending buy signal on the weekly chart. So it's still fairly early. Could come back up and retest. It's a bottom, double bottom, triple bottom, quadruple, right? Bottom, 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 bottom. Pending buy signal on the weekly chart. 2-week chart still below the train dots. So it's pretty early. But it could flip around this candle. Probably not this candle. Let's see when this candle closed. Yeah, it could flip around above the train dots by the time this candle closes. It's possible. 3-week chart has some work to do. Monthly chart has some work to do. So, 200-week moving average could be down here. So it could still take some time for it to really be like looking at this scenario, right? So it could be like here, right? Still takes a few more months to get to this level. So bum, bum. But it's bullish on the daily chart and broke this downward trend line, bullish divergence, all that. So yep. Where are we at? About an hour. Okay, I think we're gonna get ready to call it here. See Bitcoin still bouncing. Yep, back above the trend line. With that, let's see. One last check. Silver $101. Never seen before, ever. Triple digits. Silver has never seen triple digits before. Gold has never reached $5,000 or $4,971 either. And we could see that happen in the near future. So with that, hope you have a good rest of your day on the TGIF. Hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you for sharing all the reposts, the comments, the likes, all that. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. And we'll continue to sniper the markets together every day that the market's open that we can. So with that, adios.